I'm getting ready to go to the airport and I have a little bit of time, so I figured I would just film this because why not? And I also got some random new stuff. I mean, it's not like new in general, but it's new to me, so let's just have a chaotic get ready with me, okay? So one of the things I got was this. It's the Makeup by Ariel. I don't know. I don't know which way is the best way to film this. Anyway, this is his brush set through the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. It was like $50. I've been kind of curious about it, even though I think Morphe brushes are not that great. I mean, whatever. They're good if you're starting out, but the quality hasn't really been there for me. But I love his work, and I don't know. Don't we all have a little bit of faith in people that we like? Like, oh, he says he likes it, maybe it's good. Oh, it comes with a little sponge. That's nice. Normally I like to wash my brushes when I get them before I use them, but I don't really have time. Okay, so seeing as how I'm flying today, I usually will use extra moisturizing stuff just because the plane is so dry. So I'm gonna start with my St. Minerals BB cream, as always. And I love the added SPF, because if I recall correctly, I have a window seat. So all of these brushes feel really soft, not gonna lie. I love that. Obviously it comes with a sponge, but I don't feel like messing with that right now. So I'm just gonna use a foundation brush. I literally have a list right next to me of ideas like that people have requested for videos, and sorry, this isn't one of them. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to, you know, like fit content into my already fairly busy life. Even though not one person requested this. Hopefully you guys like it anyway. I don't know if this brush is meant for blending out foundation. It's a little soft, but I use the BB cream as a moisturizer because it's really hydrating. I go in and add more coverage with the St. Minerals Cream Foundation. This is made by Mitchell Brush. Tap it in here and go for it. This is darker than my skin color. Sometimes I just like to add like a mid-tone kind of in the areas where I would contour, but I want it to be like more blown out. So I kind of use this as more of like a bronzer. And then I'm gonna go in with the curve case. Like, should I just work for Mitchell? That'd be nice. I mean, I talk about his products all the time. So now I'm just going in a smaller area just to really add some more dimension to my face. Using a smaller brush to contour my lips. I'm gonna add some blush. I was previously using almost like a foundation brush, like a flat brush to add cream blush. Whoa, that sounds like a tongue twister. Did any of that make sense? Anyway, I started using this kabuki shape brush for my blush, and I love it so much more. It just adds everything so smoothly, and it just looks airbrushed. She's evolving. It's called character development, okay? I do this every time I travel. I'll kind of like do my makeup and then I'll pack. So I make sure I have like every step of my routine like down in my bag. It's Virgo season, we're tweaking, okay? Concealer, I'm still using the Danessa Myricks and loving it, especially with these dark circles, baby. I'm gonna let that chill for a second. Add this right here. Does anyone else have any concealers that they love? Someone commented on one of my videos saying that she loves a Lancome concealer. I can't remember the name of it now, but what are the concealers that you guys like? What should I try? There's also a MAC one that came out that I saw someone posting about, and they said it's actually amazing, so I should also try that. Milk Cosmetics, baby. You know the vibes. Let's see how this brush does with blending. Honestly, very beautiful. Very nice. I did read some reviews about these shedding kind of badly, so that is obviously TBD, but so far they feel really nice. I mean, I'm glad I got them for half off, but who doesn't like a deal? I'm gonna use a lighter concealer towards the ends of my eyes, maybe right here too. And then holy shit, you guys, I have a new brow product. Are you so proud of me? Billion Dollar Brows sent me this. It is the taupe pencil and I am thrilled. I use these on my clients in my treatment room, so I already know that I love these. When it comes to pencils, I love any pencil that is shaped like this with a spoolie on one end and then the really thin point on the other side. I cannot be bothered with sharpening a pencil. I am so good on that because I need it to be as small as possible. So whenever I'm doing brows, I always start at the arch because that is where you want the darkest part of your brow to be. And it takes a second to figure out how hard you are pressing. So I always tell my clients that. And this is the pencil in taupe, and it's a universal pencil, and I really do use it on 80% of my clients unless they have naturally very dark hair. Then I'll use the Raven color. They also have a blonde color, but I only use it, I have one client that I use it on. She's a natural blonde, like super, super light. All right, so once I fill in the arch and kind of know and get a feel for how hard I'm pressing, then I'll go in through the front. The front is the hardest part to get right, in my opinion. This is where people tend to be really heavy-handed. So my hair is growing outwards in this part. So I go in an outward direction, but then once it's in the front, your brows will go straight up. So then I also will do the same. So I start at the bottom of my brow and I flick it upwards. The pen that I've used in my other videos, that's nice because it kind of does the work for you as far as the flicking motion, as far as the hair like strokes. I was a little bit heavy-handed, and that's the nice thing about the spoolie is you can just brush it out and soften it up. So it's an amazing all-in-one product. And I love these pencils because they're waterproof. I'm just waiting on St. Minerals to come out with a pencil. All right, little rough outline with that. I'll come back to it. Probably not. Okay, so this is another thing that I've been loving lately. This is the Made by Mitchell color case. I bought this like months ago, and I don't know what my problem is, if I just need to like bond with it first before I use it, but I don't know why I waited so long to try it out because it's so good. So I'm gonna take this warmer color here, just load up my brush. I kind of want to do like a full face using that product. I could do my foundation, I could do contour, I could do everything with that. Before I bought this, I was reading reviews and some people said that they found it really hard to work with. I don't find that. I just feel like maybe you need to like warm it up a little bit so it kind of melts, because I think this blends really nicely. Also, I am a reptile and I keep my apartment really warm, so maybe that's why. I'm sure that helps. All right, I'm going in with a darker, this color right here. It's a warmer, darker shade. I'm going with the color next to it too, this like burgundy-ish kind of color. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with one of the lighter colors. All right, I like these brushes. Like I said, I don't know about the shedding. I can't speak to that because usually you don't really know if a brush sheds until you wash it. I feel like that's when it really starts to show its true colors. Just tapping this on. Also, I'm doing my makeup very fast, so if this is not perfect, whatever. Someone will let me know. Someone will come for me. So I always love doing creams under powders, even when it comes to my face, obviously you can tell. The reason I like doing that is because you get more of an impact. It will last longer throughout the day, so I have always done this layering technique. I just personally, just going in with powders, like, it's just not gonna last, and for me, it just doesn't blend as nicely, so this is the technique that I like to do, even though I know it's kind of extra for most people. Obviously, you don't have to do this. Also, I keep on hearing that Gen Z youth, they don't even like to wear eyeshadow. I'm like, oh, well, here I am with my like 10-step process. This is the Busy Art Golden Hour palette. I'm just gonna go in with this bronzy brown transition color. I love this palette for traveling. Just kind of has everything I need. So I'm going really, really lightly with this because I already have the cream color down, so I don't need a lot to give me a lot of impact. I don't know if you can see this, but my eyelids are kind of creasing from that light color. So I'm gonna blend this out with my finger before I set it with eyeshadow, because if I were to put powder over the top of those creases, it's gonna set that into place, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna use this light shade in the palette, just dust this on. So I'm gonna go back in with the color case, and I'm gonna use a darker brown as an eyeliner on this brush from the Ariel set, Ariel. Will I ever pronounce anything correctly? Probably not. And for this, I'm just smudging it. I really don't want it or need it to be perfect. Sometimes I just want a little shadow, a little suggestion of a smoke of an eyeliner. Yeah, these cream colors are so nice. They're not as liquidy as like a gel liner, but they're a little bit more dry than like a regular kind of cream eyeshadow. I don't know, they're really nice. So I'm just taking a pencil brush. This is from Sigma. I'm just gonna blend this out. Okay, this has been one of my favorite products as of late. This is the Glitterpuck by Half Magic Beauty. Half Magic. So it's a glitter puck, so it's so shimmery and so beautiful. It's kind of an interesting consistency because it's a powder, but it's almost like wet feeling. This does crease a little bit throughout the day, at least when I've worn it. There's been a handful of times where it has. I'm just gonna tap this on my lid. I mean, look at that. No fallout, no nothing. I kind of like to put it on my lid and then bring it up to my brow bone as like another separate highlighter. But yeah, if you like anything glittery, definitely try this out. And also the consistency, even just for the consistency, like just give it a go. Just try it out. This is what I used in my shorts about the red lip. I don't know, I thought it looked cool over the red lips, and then I was like, ugh, I don't know how I feel about this, but that's so good. Come on, so good. And you all know that I'm a sky high whore. Obviously everybody knows that about me. So one of my friends asked me if I've tried the primer yet. I typically don't like lash primers. In the past they've always been white. And I'm like, why would you give me a white primer and then I'm gonna try to go over with black? It's just gonna be like a dark gray. I'm good. But this is a tinted one, so it's almost like putting mascara underneath mascara. But I tried it the other day. It does indeed make my lashes look longer and thicker than just using the regular mascara on its own. However, I've only tried it once, but the time I did try it, I felt like my mascara was flaking, which sucks because that's why I like the Sky Highs, because it doesn't flake on me. So we're gonna try this again. I mean, that's just the primer. Looks good. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is the regular Sky High. Oh, I should have done one eye without. Whatever. I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face with powder. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD loose powder. I'm just gonna do a light dusting all over. So the nice thing about doing your base first and then going to your eye, you give your concealer and foundation a chance to really sink in. So by the time you powder it, you're just locking everything in and it's just perfect. Baking a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm just gonna go in with a darker powder foundation. This is from St. Minerals. This is shade 6. All right, I like these brushes. Going in with that same foundation pressed powder. This is in shade 01. I'm just brushing away any of the baking. I'm also brightening up and adding coverage anywhere where I feel like I need more. These are some blushes from Made by Mitchell. This is the Grow Your Peach collection. I'm gonna use this color. I did go in with like a pinky cream blush, but it's fine. Going with this color, Cobbler. This is the Fenty Beauty highlighter and How Many Carats. This is a little travel size. I don't remember where I got it. I'm gonna take this brush. Just gonna add a little bit in the inner corner. This is also stunning. I got a Made by Mitchell Comet case. I mean, look at these. Hopefully you can see how shimmery they are. So I'm gonna add some of this. You know what, I'm gonna mix them. I'm just gonna add a little bit on top. So good. So these are a little sticky, but as long as I'm not, you know, throwing my hair around, I think I'll be good. Okay, let's move on to the lip. Mitchell, bro. All lip, no trip. Love with life. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna use some lip oil first because my lips are feeling a little dry. Better. Just filling that in. I'm gonna go in with Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever just to contour a little bit. That looks a little harsh, so I'm gonna blend it out. Also made by Mitchell. And Burst Your Bubble. Just gonna use a little bit of this in the center. It's just a nude kind of color. All right, I think I look ready for the airport. Do I look ready to sit in my window seat and close the blind so I don't get any UV damage? Because that's definitely what I'm about to do. Hopefully you guys like this little quick get ready with me. Let me know any other requests that I can add to my list. All right, until next time.